Hey everyone again, thanks for joining me. Here I am, the face behind the pendulum. We are doing a group SRT clearing on the lymphatic system and any hidden glands. So the lymphatic system and hidden glands. So without further ado, set your intention to receive the benefits of this clearing, and then you can always turn the sound down if you wish, if you're at work or whatever, and just know that you're going to be receiving the benefits. You don't have to understand it, you just have to be open to receiving the benefits. We're going to keep this brief, try and keep it to 15 minutes. So without further ado, let's get stuck into this. I've already prepped to work. I'm working with the God team for the purpose of this. Normally to work with high self teams will be working, but your high self teams will be working on this one. And the issue of lymphatic system and hidden glands is running at 0, positive, 100, negative, as expected for a group SRT clearing. And where we're running in terms of consciousness, quite low down, Christ status. So let's just ask the teams. I'm going to ask the God team and your high self teams to do a clearing on this, on the lymphatic system and any hidden glands, raising up from Christ status, which is very low down there. If you see my other videos, you'll see where we are. This is incarnational level, is Christ status. We've got to be all the way up there, and then continues to at least there, ideally radiant love new paradigm level. So we're going to clear it to 100 positive, down to 0 negative, please, across all time, space, dimension, elevation, seeds, roots, branches, everything, everywhere, across all energy bodies, inside and outside of time. And we're clearing the lymphatic system and hidden glands from Christ status all the way up to a minimum of radiant love new paradigm level. And this is the spiritual response therapy system, which was founded by Robert E. Gettr. And there's 2 books. We've got the spiritual healing book as well, but also the soul recreation and the freedom path by Robert E. Gettr. And if you're interested in training to become a practitioner, then contact the spiritual, the SRA.org, I think it is, in SRA.org. It's based in America anyway, but if you want to email me directly, I can give you my recommendations of who to train with in this country and online, who I've done some training with. So I decided not to become a teacher of this, even though I've been doing it for, gosh, it must be 9 or 10 years now, just the SRT side. So I've been working as a therapist since the mid-90s. So I've got a lot of experience behind me now. Trained in various modalities, healing modalities such as hypnotherapy. Started off as a reflexologist, but back in the mid-90s, and then obviously was still doing it with my other work at the time, but eventually training in hypnotherapy, NLP, EFT, theta healing, Reiki, biomagnetism, SRT, transpersonal hypnotherapy, past life regression, oh gosh, all sorts of things. Ho'oponopono, advanced certification for that, stress management, professional stress management, all sorts of things, all sorts of modalities, as well as a lot of esoteric stuff. I'm a medium, psychic, clairvoyant, whatever you want to call it. Highly intuitive, very empathic. So I can feel the energy changes and all these things and feel where we're going. So all of that combined to bring the kind of therapy / counseling / coaching / teaching, mentoring, clearing, healing sessions that I offer now on my website. Right, where are we going first? That's me out of the way. That's my promo. Where are we going first? We're going to chart 1. We're going to give you a spiritual kick. So let's give you a spiritual kick. Let's do that. Let's give you a big spiritual kick out there. Spiritual kick is a bit of a jolt, really. I've read out the definition before. Let me give you it again. So usually when a soul is not open to having its programs cleared, there is a self-punishment program, which can be broken by asking for a spiritual kick, which is what we're doing now. Sometimes while doing research, the soul may block, and a spiritual kick or a rap in the skull energetically will open the soul for the work to be done. So that makes sense, because if your lymphatic system is sluggish, and remember you need to do the stuff on the physical as well. That's, you know, of prime importance when you talk in terms of organs and systems on the physical. This will help with programs, and this will help towards, you know, towards like clearing any self-punishment programs. If you're ill, the likelihood is you've got quite a few self-punishment programs, guilt programs, that kind of self-blame, you know, running, as well as could be all sorts of other reasons. So lymphatic system is the sewer of the body. The blood is the nutrition. If you look at Dr. Robert Morse, he's fantastic at describing lymphatic system, and he's all for detoxing. I'm a huge fan of detoxing. Same with medical medium Anthony William. But Dr. Robert Morse he talks a lot about the lymphatic system being the sewer of the body, and this is why you've got to clear out and get those kidneys filtrating, get those kidneys working and filtrating, get the lymphatic system, get the lymph moving around the body. So this will help. We have a regenerative gland as well, which is energetic gland. Right, where are we going first? So that was obviously needed. We're going to 8A, which is inner archetypes, which is interesting for this particular clearing. Where are we going for this one? Which is inside or outside? Inside. And we've got the paternal archetype there. Any other archetypes being blocked? Anything on the outside? No? So let's clear all blocks to the paternal archetype, please. Clear all blocks to the paternal archetype. Bring it back into perfect health, harmony, and balance. So we tend to block these archetypes ourselves, or sometimes we can be blocked. But we're just going to ask that they're brought back into harmony. Nothing is ever in a perfect state of balance. Everything's moving all the time, so constantly processing. So there is a hidden invisible gland behind the liver, and it is the seat of the soul, and the gland regenerates the life force in the body. This is the regenerative gland. So when the soul enters the physical body, it connects to that gland as a focal point. There are 7 lines that extend from the regenerative gland to other parts of the body. 3 go to the head and connect to the pituitary, the pineal, and the hypothalamus, third eye. The other 4 lines connect the soul to the heart, solar plexus, pancreas, and ground. Spirit says it is a feed point from spirit to nurture and balance the whole body. Spirit says the gland is nurtured by every positive word on chart 6B, which is positive expressions chart, or by other positive words, thoughts, and emotions. It is also depleted by discordant thoughts, words, and emotions. It loses its effectiveness as a person ages, but can be stirred up by asking high self to do the work. Right, okay. Good stuff. Right, where are we going next? 13, programs before creation. King of Kings level. So we've got subconscious odds and ends, animal energy, and creative programming. Let's get those cleared. Animal energy tends to come from, if you've chosen your progression as a soul through the animal consciousness on your spiritual journey, then that's you may still be holding on to animal energy there. So this is a King of Kings level of consciousness, which is the egg and sperm level of the soul in terms of consciousness. I'll show you on chart 3 whilst this is clearing. King of Kings level is here, which is the level of the idea, egg and sperm, the idea of the soul. Queen of Life, the spiritual body, subconscious, and then Lord of Lords, the first expression of the living soul. And then above that is God, infinite beings and infinite levels, then I am, then Godhead, grand I, whole, and then it goes up. All these are in the last 10-15 years been added because we're constantly learning and expanding at quite a rate at the moment. So, all right, still clearing away. How are we doing now? Good. Right, where are we going next? It's feeling a lot lighter already. Chart 22, which is the new one universe. We might actually get to 15 minutes on this one. What have we got? Remembering that the soul's purpose is spiritual enlightenment, awareness of the entire spiritual process from the divine plan through returning. So these are blocks that are coming up. The Godhead is all is the Godhead. So let's clear all those blocks to remembering that the soul's purpose is spiritual enlightenment, and any blocks to the awareness of the entire spiritual process from the divine plan through returning. Clearing the Godhead is all is the Godhead. Clearing all those in the new one universe for your highest good. Right, is there anything I need to tell you whilst you're watching the pendulum? Let's pull something out of the... Oh, little people, that just stood out to me. Little people, the little people are in the 13th dimension of planet Earth. They can come into this dimension through openings. That's interesting, isn't it? Not seen that before. It must be in one of his books there. Looping of souls. There may be looping between souls in two adjacent flame families in an oversoul, or between souls in two adjacent oversouls. This is called a twin flame loop. A soul can have from 1 to 8 twin flames in its flame family and 1 additional twin flame because of a loop. And he goes into quite a lot of detail about twin flames and soul families in his books. It's not what gets shared out there. You know, your twin flame is your lover. It could be your father, your mother, your brother. It could be usually the person you have the most difficult relationship with. And you won't necessarily have a twin flame in this lifetime either. And you can have up to 8 twin flames. So it's not the new age version of twin flames. It's apologies to anyone who's of that belief that's I'm only saying what this system describes it as. So only go with what resonates with you, as always. If you disagree with anything that I've read out or anything I say, that's entirely up to you. We all have different opinions, different levels of consciousness, different understandings, and that's okay. That's okay. It doesn't mean to say I've got it right, you've got it wrong, or vice versa. It doesn't. We're all in this together. We're all at different levels, and that's okay. That's okay as well. Anything on the inside? Queen of Life factors. Let's just clear that then. Queen of Life is that level of consciousness again. The womb of creativity. It's where the spiritual body is created. From King of Kings, there are 45,000 ideas, one or all, that go into the Queen of Life. Then at Queen of Life, there are 150 more elements, and these are all DNA/chromosomes. if you read Energy Codes by Dr. Sue something or other, brilliant book, love that book, Energy Codes, she'll tell you that the soul isn't, there is no creation. There's no beginning, no end, as we know. So it's, I think it's probably far more complex for the human mind to understand, or to limit with our understandings. But these are all different approaches, different understandings, different bits of information coming in, all relevant. Still clearing away. Nearly there. Yeah. Okay. And oh, we are just over 15 minutes. So anything else before mop up? No. Can we go to mop up? So let's go to mop up, please, for the lymphatic system and hidden glands. I'm not going to go through the I've got some healing charts and stuff, but they're very pertinent to individuals. So I'm going to you know, if you want your own individual clearings done, then my suggestion is to contact me via my website, carolinecousins.com. Details are all below, and purchase a package there. But also look at, you know, detoxing. Look at Dr. Robert Morse. Look at medical medium Anthony William. I found both of their advice to be incredibly useful and healing, not just for myself, but for many clients I've recommended them to over the years. Whatever your views are, obviously go with what resonates with you. If you don't agree, that's absolutely fine. Just go with what resonates with you, and what feels right to you. But definitely look about building that resilience in the body, because we're going to have more and more strains of flu and plague flu and things coming in, and more toxins in the air. So please, it's not about anti-disease. It's about pro-health, building your health, doing everything you can to create the right environment for your body. If you were planting a flower in your body, you'd want the best soil, the best environment, the best sunshine, the best amount of light. So it's about creating that environment in your cells, the epigenetics. For further information on epigenetics, look at Biology of Belief by Dr. Bruce Lipton, look at Dr. Joe Dispenza. They really are the masters, especially Dr. Bruce Lipton on epigenetics. Fantastic. Anyway, is that done? Yeah. So the soul's happy, the high soul's happy. Yeah, when they hold. Okay, and where are we looking at now? 100 positive, 0 negative, much lighter. So I hope this helps you. Is it on here? Where are we now? We're on this level. And we're at Radiant Love New Paradigm level. So I hope it helps, and may you all be healthy. I shall continue with these clearings every 6 days now. They'll eventually go every 7 days. But any constructive suggestions, any contributions, please do make them. Please do share the videos as well, so more and more people can get healing from these. So that's what they're there for. That's what they're there for. So big love to you all. Stay safe, stay healthy. You are already safe. Take care.